My name is Summer, and I'm 21 years old. I live in Canada, although I grew up between Canada and Portugal. I've just graduated from Queen's University, and my degree is in biology. The internship in conservation. So I'm working with a Indonesian coral reef restoration organization, and they're incredible. And so I basically approached it as, do whatever you need the most. And so they were looking for help in their communication strategy. And so it's been a new experience for me working in communications, but it's been really interesting. So I've been helping do a lot of their writing, a lot of their blogs and newsletters, and then helping them with their SEO, their search engine optimization. So it's sort of like manipulating the algorithm of Google to see, when you type in keywords that are related to theirs, that their website pops up in the first couple links. The Indonesian organization that I'm working with, it's an NGO, and they work in coral reef restoration. So what they do is they build these steel cages and then on land, and then they take them out into the sea and they drop them down to the bottom, and they have a direct current onto land, sort of, you just plug it into the wall, and it pulses sort of low current electricity through the steel cages. And so the idea of that is like mineral accretion. So it changes the seawater chemistry so that all of the minerals that the corals need to grow and would otherwise need to allocate their energy towards, like precipitating and taking out those minerals from the seawater, the sort of low voltage electricity does it itself. And so all of the calcium carbonate, limestone is already on the steel structure, so that corals, it's like readily available for corals to take up and use to grow. So the impact of that is that the corals can grow 3 to 5 times faster than they would otherwise. And so that's really important when it comes to coral recovery and restoration efforts, because the biggest, problem is just mass coral bleaching. And so if you can have a technology that assists in that regrowth, it's just like, so it's such an advantage for the corals to have that sort of supplemented help, to have everything they need right around them. A bunch of things, but the two biggest stressors are increasing sea temperatures from climate change and ocean acidification. So basically greenhouse gas emissions, they're causing both of those things. So the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere are changing the water chemistry of the ocean by acidifying it, and it like prevents the corals from building their skeletons, which are the reefs. And so and then warming, the sort of, there's like a symbiotic relationship between the coral polyp, which is the little animal, and the algae that live inside of them. And so the algae photosynthesize and give energy to the coral. But when it gets too warm, or even increases by 1 degree ocean temperature, the algae will leave, and then the coral are left without sort of a source of energy. And so they bleach, they turn white. Usually the algae give the coral its pigment, and so, but without their photosynthesizing friends, they just kind of bleach, and then it leads to coral mortality. I'm hoping to stay in conservation. My internship has really ignited my passion for marine biology and ocean conservation, which is something I've always wanted to do, but this gave me the exposure to the industry to sort of solidify that interest. So for the rest of this year, I'm hoping to continue trying out different internships, and then in September, get my master's in marine biology. You get to work with real organizations on real projects and gain tangible skills that you can then, translate onto your CV, or, get that next stepping stone to your final destination. It's been an incredible experience all in all, and very positive, and I would 10 out of 10 recommend.